Hello guys, and welcome to another live stream of Cypher on Minecraft. You all know me as a DJ, but Minecraft is my hobby. And today I'm gonna be showing you some hacks and tricks that you can use in your own world to make it funner, to make it more protected, safer, and some things that you didn't know before. So before we start this, as usual, allow me to share this with some friends so that they can also join this stream. So just give me one moment as usual, and meanwhile tell me, how has your day been? I hope it has been really fun today. It's luckily a Thursday, so tomorrow is Friday and the week is pretty much over. So I don't know about you guys, but I can't wait for the weekend to come, because it's been feeling like it's a really long it has been a really long week, so hopefully the week is almost over. So this should be it. Alright, we are back in business. Okay, so let me just read. Oh, I'm glad your day has been good, Potato. Mine has been decent, thank you. Alright, so I wasn't really sure if to stream this or not today, because I wanted to add a lot more hacks to this world, and maybe when I do so, I'll stream again this and show you the new things that I add to this world. But for now, I'm gonna show you the few ones that I already have in here, because I really didn't think that they worked until I tried them. By the way, props to EY Stream for showing all of these amazing hacks. I mean, most of them were shown by him, and props to him, because this is really interesting. So not all of the hacks that he showed in his videos were applicable to this, because not all of them are usable in Bedrock edition. Some of them are specifically for Java, so I'm teaching you only those ones that are doable for Bedrock edition. Sorry, because I'm playing in the Pocket edition. Hello Joe, and welcome to the stream. Also, I'm happy because I finally was able to buy some chlorophyll that I had ran out of, and I finally have my minty water again, so that's good news so far. Alright, so I'm gonna be showing you these tricks that I have in here. Let me just get rid of some of the things that I have in my inventory that I don't need for the moment, so that, you know, there's no extra stuff. I have one of my favorite things to do when I'm on creative, which is a netherite sword with a fire aspect. And I would also maybe add a sharpness if I had time, but not right now. Or let's just do it for the sake of it. So we would obviously need an anvil, and since we are on creative, we can add the highest level of sharpness in here. So let's just do this. And let's rename this. Maybe it can be renamed the Slayer, because it's gonna be deadly. Alright, and this is just, I mean, I'm playing in a fully day and no weather cycle world, so mob spawning is going to be 0 to none. But just in case one spawns, so we decide to spawn one, this is just an easy way to kill them if they're just annoyingly, occupying space that you need for some reason. So just, they won't attack you, but sometimes, skeletons or zombies are just taking off the space that you need for building something. Okay, so, oh, hello, Mr. Ship. Fun fact, I never do it because, I'm animal protector in this game. Well, in life in general, but more so in this game. But if I were to hit this ship with my fire aspect, it would just go into flames, and it would drop the mutant that it usually does, but it would drop cooked mutant, because apparently while the animal is burning to death, it's also cooking itself up, so that is just Minecraft logic. But hey, Mr. Mutant, would you allow me to showcase this? No, please, thank you. Alright, so the first thing is the weirdest thing that you would have ever thought of, but actually is funny, because this is probably the not cheapest, but the, I would say, space-saving ladder that you would ever think, because it's a 1-block ladder. It cannot go any wider than this, but it actually goes up 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. 7 blocks tall and 1 block high. So let me just show you how it actually works. I'm just simply gonna keep on jumping and going front and jumping and jumping and jumping and jumping, and voila. So it does work. Now, how do we build this? All we need is cake. So it's not cheap, because I mean, finding eggs is one of the, unless you have a, you know, a chicken farm, finding eggs is not that easy. So that probably is one of the ingredients that is less easy to find in the game. But all you need is to stack all of the cakes. So you need to put one cake on top of the other. So just crouch and jump, crouch and jump, 3, crouch and jump, 4, crouch and jump, 5, crouch and jump, 6, crouch and jump, 7. All right. And what do you need to do now is just eat the number of slices that are needed to make this. So in the first one, we're not going to be eating any slices, and then progressively we're going to be eating 1 slice extra for each of the steps, just to call it. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so this is pretty much it. And the way to go up with this cake ladder, just simply step on the first cake and then just jump while pushing front, and you will go into each of the cake slices and you will go all the way to the top. Let me just re-chat for a moment. Bedrock, 2 different, yeah, there's 2 different there are 2 different Minecraft editions, the Java edition and the Bedrock edition. Java is pretty much for computers, and Bedrock edition is for all consoles, meaning Pocket edition, like it's for mobile. There's one for Xbox, and I believe you can also download the Bedrock edition in certain computers. I don't know well, because actually I have never played it in my computer. I would have to buy it, of course. But yeah, it's 2 different versions. Both Minecrafts are pretty much the same in the sense that you can both play Minecraft, you know, do survival, and the blocks are all the same and stuff. But really, just a little bit of a few things change in the behavior, mostly of the mobs and the few blocks. Like, for example, and let me just talk about it really quick right now. This is not a hack that I was planning on showing you today, because it doesn't actually work, so I'm going to talk about it right now, given that I am explaining the differences. In EYStream's video, I don't know exactly which one, but you can just go and see the testing Minecraft hacks videos in EYStream, and you'll find one about this, where he just sees a video and then just tries to do it, where supposedly you build this nice bridge that goes directly into your house, and if a zombie is following you, he will just get stuck in this little path of sunflowers, and you literally see when he does it, and the zombie just starts spinning around on top of the sunflowers, and it seems like it works because it works for Java edition, but as it turns to be here on Bedrock edition, the zombie doesn't spin. Let me just see if we can spin one with you. A zombie with a hat, and he's gonna follow me as soon as I change to survival mode. Yeah, here we go. If this allows me to before, yeah, here he comes. Hey, don't kill me. I'm just trying to showcase how you're not gonna spin on top of the flowers. All right, here we go. So he's following me and nothing happens at all. So the trick does work for Java Edition, not for Bedrock. And that's because, like I was saying, certain mobs and certain blocks tend to have a little bit of a difference in the code when the game is made. So that's just a little bit of the things that can change, but it's nothing big. So it's not that big that you can even cross-play Java with Bedrock Edition. I've done it. A friend of mine was on his computer in the Java Edition. I was on my phone in Mobile Edition, in the Pocket Edition, and it worked fine. So it's just, you know, mainly those little details that change, but it's not that much. But it does, it is really recommended that when you see any hack or trick, you make sure that the trick is explained for the version that you are choosing. So, for example, you want to learn how to do, I don't know, an elevator, you put elevator Bedrock Edition, so that somebody in the tutorial in YouTube actually explains to you how to manage and handle the redstone that you're going to be needing to build that elevator in the version that you have, so that there is no little tiny details that you may say, hey, I'm copying this elevator in the very, very same way that the tutorial explained and it's not working, and that would be the reason. So make sure of that, but that's not really much of a change. Okay, so changing subjects. Let's go into hack number 2, and we are talking about the newest Cactus Flowers. Now, before I explain this, tell me in the comments if any of you have ever seen a cactus in the new 1.17 update that has flowers. Let me know in the comments, please. Yeah, the one you watched that one with me, yes. And you saw how the zombie was spinning, but Bedrock Edition, it doesn't work. So you haven't. That is because there are no cactus with flowers. But you can make them. So, alright, so let me show you. I saw a what? I'll read your comment in a moment when it spawns. Okay. I saw a cactus in the desert area in my... Yeah, they spawn in deserts, but they don't have flowers. I just wanted to see if anyone just thought that they were real, because they're not. So, cactus have a very, very weird way of behaving. And that's because cactus grows on top of sand. And naturally, they usually don't spawn bigger than 2 blocks. Some worlds can have a 3 block, and there is the very, very rare variant of 4 blocks, but that is not a thing. And you cannot grow them any bigger usually, so only in creative you can make them, you know, as high as you would like, but that is usually not the thing. So, cactus have a very, very specific way of behaving, and I am explaining this right before I show you how to do this trick. Because when you place a block right next to a cactus block, it literally just breaks. They don't like having blocks anywhere around them, which is why making cactus farms is pretty easy, because usually just plant, you know, you plant a cactus, you put a fence right above the cactus, you know, which is considered a block. Then you put a cactus here, and let's just get some bone meal to accelerate the process. And when the cactus grows, oh, we're lacking water, so it's not gonna grow right now. But when the cactus were to grow in this place, it's simply gonna break itself. Why? Because there's a fence in here. So right now, if I put the fence here just for explanation, because it's not gonna grow right now. I'm lacking water, but here we go. It breaks. So that's why cactus farms are really easy. Oops. I destroyed a cake. That was not intentional. Anyways, so how do we do this? We need to understand first and foremost the logic of how cactus work to do this. So firstly, what we are going to be doing is placing some pink candles. So we are going to place the block where cactus is going to be growing, and then we're going to pretend that the cactus already grew in there. And we're going to be placing 1, 2, maybe even 3 candles. I mean, as many as you would like. just to pretend the cactus is there. Just break the blocks below it, and the candles, which are not gravity affected, are just gonna stay there. And after you do that, funny as it is, and hopefully Mojang doesn't fix this because it actually would be a bug, you just place your cactus below it, and voila, the cactus does not disappear at all. So we can do pretty much the same thing here. We put this, we put a candle on top, then we place our pot. Oh, we went a little bit too far. Okay, we place our candle, we place a pot, we place our cactus, and we have a cactus in a pot with a flower. So that's pretty much as easy as it is to make a flowered cactus, because it doesn't break when it has a candle on top. But you have to do it in this very specific order, because if you do it otherwise, like for example, let me just show you. If we were to do this and then place this, you cannot just place the candles on top of it. Why? Because the game detects as there's a cactus and you cannot place a block on top of a cactus, so it doesn't allow you to place the candles. But if you cheat the game code by saying, hey, I'm placing the candles on top of sand, which is allowed by the game code, and then you destroy the blocks below and place a cactus as soon as this donkey here allows us to. Sorry, Mr. Donkey, thank you. You cheat the game and it just simply does the trick for you. So that's pretty much it for the cactus trick. One other funny thing that cactus have, let me just show you around, because you know, pretty much cactus is a, I'm just gonna use this for showing purposes. Cactus is a very spiny thing, and if you throw any kind of armor into, you know, a cactus, funny as it is, it disappears. So it disappears everything, even netherite. So that's one weird thing, because you know, you can literally, and let me just get another netherite thing to show you. You can just literally have a netherite pool. Netherite pool, sorry. You can my game is glitching. Give me just a moment, because it started glitching. Yeah, there we go. You can literally have, where's the lava? Here we go. A lava pool, let's just say right here. And if we throw a diamond sword into the lava, it disappears. And if we throw netherite into the lava, it floats. It's never gonna be destroyed. Whereas if we throw the same sword into the cactus, well, there goes your netherite armor. So careful if you're playing in survival and for some reason you throw your netherite armor into a cactus, or you die anywhere around the cactus, because it's just simply not gonna survive. And also, before we leave the cactus talk, if you want to make something that actually can be mesmerizing to watch, you can try and do this. So you can just simply, I'm gonna place another cactus right here, and then, you know, just build a cactus all the way up to the very top. So I'm just gonna try and build this. The higher the better, to show you like some, I would call it Minecraft ASMR, but you know, it all depends. Give it just 1 second, please don't leave. Thank you. Hey, I'm back. I had a neighbor that was doing a lot of noise, so I had to turn the mic off for a moment. So I just decided to keep growing this tower to not lose any time, but I wasn't actually talking because I couldn't. So yeah, my mic was off. All right, so we're gonna be building, the highest tower that you could possibly think of, and then just place an observer facing down. So that's gonna be tricky. Allow me to... No, hold on. Sometimes placing blocks facing down is a little bit difficult, so let me just... Oh, here we go. We need an observer facing down. No, this one's facing up. So, oh, there we go. A nice observer facing up. And then we need a dispenser right on top of the observer that is gonna be holding some fireworks. And I'm gonna show you why I'm doing all of this. So let me just get some fireworks. Maybe it can be, I don't know, black, gray, light gray, white, and light blue, orange, red, blue, purple. All right, so before we place actually before we place that, actually I forgot. I'm kind of doing this in the moment. I know what I'm doing, but this wasn't planned, so I may forget a few things, a few things or two. So any block of construction that you choose of, and we're gonna be making a bit of a redstone clock, which is one of the easiest and fastest thing that one learns in Minecraft. So just simply place, 4 of this, and redstone going around each, and this one going on top of the observer, and then just place more redstone going into the dispenser. Finally, let me just see where we need a dispenser. Here we go. Yeah, just let me get some redstone that goes on top of the dispenser. For that, you need to crouch and place a redstone. All right, and let's just place a fireworks here. So just to make sure that it doesn't just shoot all the same color, I'm gonna be placing just like, I don't know, a few of each color, so we get different colors in here, and we'll see how this turns out. All right, so that would pretty much be it. So the moment the server detects anything, it's gonna send a redstone signal that's gonna go directly into the clock, and it's gonna be circling around, and it's gonna go into the dispenser, which is supposed to be shooting the fireworks. So let's just head all the way down. Ouch. Just kidding, but I fell on top of a cactus, so that should have hurt. Oh, hey Cataclysm! Welcome to the stream. Happy to see you. So now we need a piston, and we need a button. I can't type right now. Let's just use a warp button, and we need a redstone repeater. So let's just find ourselves a redstone repeater. All right, so first things first, we need a piston facing towards... all right, I broke this sooner than I was expecting, but it's still supposed to work. So there we go, and we have fireworks all the way on the top. I was gonna do this a little bit more complicated than that, but like I told you, actually we cannot have Like I told you, cactus cannot have any kind of block on top, so on the side, so yeah. That was totally and completely my mistake. But either way, it's working. So let's just do this again and try and do it the right way this time. So first things first, we need to break this redstone contraption that is already in the works. So there we go. We're gonna once again fill this dispenser with fireworks. Only the colors that we chose this time. And let's see if we can just place a cactus all the way from where we had them the first time. So let's just break this piston that was supposed to go one block separate. Alright, so this time it should work. It's just gonna take us again a lot of time to build up, but no matter, we can do this. Right now my phone is sideways and I'm pressing with both fingers. One just tapping along to place a cactus and the other one just going up. But apparently we're almost there. Yeah. Alright, so we're gonna have to break this for the moment, because the moment, you know, it detects anything, it just activates itself. So we gotta wait. And alright, so now the original idea was that this piston was connected to a redstone repeater with a 4-tick and a button, so that it gives us enough time to press a button, turn all the way up, and actually watch the spectacle. So let's just watch what happens when I press the button and how this just floats all the way up where we're gonna be seeing fireworks. So let's just see if we can turn off the always day and just put on a night so we can enjoy the spectacle better. So let me just find where the always day is, because I can't see it. I'm blind or something. Where is it? Activate cheats, daylight cycle, keep mobs spawning. Am I just not seeing it, or the always day button just disappeared from the menu in a bug from Minecraft? Let me know in the comments, please, because I literally cannot see the button and it's turned on, but yeah, it's not there. How? Joe, if you still want, Joe, can you tell me if you see the always day and I'm just maybe blind today? Because I swear I cannot see it. I want to make a night time and I can't. Oh, I'm dumb. I just need to turn the daylight like no, yeah. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I think that should do it. There we go. I'm dumb. Alright, so we have nighttime now, so okay, let's just enjoy the spectacle. Okay, you guys ready? 1, 2, 3, go. And it goes all the way up. And then the fireworks start. Yay! Here we go. Yeah, it's a daylight cycle and I was looking for a button because, you know, the menu said that always day was enabled, so Yeah, my brain is a little bit not working fine today, I guess. But you can see how the contraption works. So you can pretty much do this with anything else. Like, you know, if it's not fireworks, then maybe the dispenser shoots down arrows or something. So I don't know, if you build it high enough, your friends are not gonna look at it. So if they break your cactus, then it's gonna break all the way up. And then maybe a potion or something falls on top of your friend, and then they're gonna be poisoned, or I don't know. You can use this as a trap, as a contraption, or simply as a mere spectacle like we are watching right now. So let's just turn this off. There we go. So that's pretty much that contraption. Let's just head over to the next one. So we're gonna do again the always stay thing. And let's just fall to the ground. Alright, so we can just pick all the cactus up. Why not? Yo. We have a lot of cactus. Alright, so let's head into the next contraption. So next thing is not exactly a contraption. This is more of a showcasing that I want to show you. And this is just regular fireplaces, but you can just place strings on top of them. Like, it depends. There is not a certain amount of strings that you need to apply. Sometimes one will do, sometimes two will do, and sometimes, like in this case, I needed, I think, 5. 4 strings. But no matter, if you place enough strings on top of it, it pretty much just cancels the smoke. So you can have a fireplace in your house or something that it's not gonna be making that much of a mess with the smoke. Sometimes the smoke can be, you know, not that appealing to the eyes in certain places when you're doing some interior decoration. So you can just suddenly turn that off. It obviously turns itself off after there are 2 blocks on top of it, which means that it still can be useful because you can still place food on top of it, but it's no longer gonna set any smoke off. The difference is that, well, the first one is for interior decoration because the string is pretty much invisible, and the blocks is just when, you know, something is on top. But if you're placing this at the centerpiece of your house or something, you're not just gonna place blocks on top of it, but I mean, that's choice. On the other hand, a regular fireplace is gonna do this much height, as you can see right now. But if you want the smoke to go even higher, you need to place haystacks on the bottom of it. And when you place a haystack, it actually makes the fireplace burn a lot more. Why? I don't know, Minecraft logic. But as you can see, there is a really considerable difference in the height of the normal one versus the haystack one onto where the smoke goes. So if you want to use this like a signal, maybe just to say my house is here, so on the top of my house I'm gonna be placing a fireplace so that I always see the smoke and remember where my house is. So just place a haystack on the bottom, and since the smoke is gonna go higher, you can see it from further in distance. This is also very commonly used in the game of Just Building the Hive to make the smoke go higher in cases like when you have to build, I don't know, a fireplace, but I mean like the chimney and everything, or stuff like that. And those players actually get higher points because they know certain tricks that not everyone knows. So just don't forget that little detail. Alright, so this next contraption, this actually is a contraption that I have in here, is called the oldest trick in the book, or at least I call it that way. Why? Because this is just one of the very first traps that were invented in Minecraft, and unless you're playing with a really noob in the game, or someone oh, okay. have fun, my friend. I'll still be streaming until 8:30, 8:40, so I hope you can make it back before that time. So this contraption, like I said, is one of the oldest tricks in the book, because a lot of people already know this, plus it's pretty obvious when you see it. So it's not that useful these days, especially in servers and stuff, but if you have, like I said, a very new friend or somebody that is just distracted, something, it can also work. So I'm just going to show you what it looks like, and then I'll teach you how to build one. So let's just say your regular first day player noob is just walking in here, and he sees that there's your really big loot of diamonds and emeralds, and he goes like, whoa, I'm gonna go steal his diamonds. So he just walks in here, and suddenly, bam, he's completely and fully trapped inside iron doors. And unless you're on creative or you brought, you know, the effective tools to break any of these doors, well, you're pretty much just stuck in here, because even if you jump and they open, they're gonna keep on closing. So there's actually no way that you can get out of this. So this is pretty much a pain in the game. And you can get this, I didn't do it right now because I don't want to blow the entire thing off, but you can just take this to the next level by placing a TNT block below, so it also activates everything and your friend just goes and blows bits and pieces, but that's only up to you. So the materials you need to build it is pretty much iron doors and stone pressure plates. The rest just depends on the structure that you want to build this. It can be a secret base, somewhere on the ground, or maybe inside your house, I don't know. So first things first, you need to choose what the centerpiece of your trap is going to be. This is where the player has to be standing up to be trapped, and then just place iron doors around it. So the only trick to make this work is to make sure that these little black things that run down the side of the doors are facing inwards, so that when you stand in the middle, they just simply activate. Because otherwise, if you place them, and I'm gonna do this like the other way around. If you place them, for example, like this, and it's not facing inwards, doesn't matter if you go inside, the door is gonna just do this, but I can just simply leave on this side. So just make sure they are placed in the right position, so that there is no way that you can go wrong with this contraption. And number 2, always build this. As long as for Bedrock edition, like I said, it can vary for Java, but always place this contraption before you build your entire base or secret layer or whatever it is that you want to build this into around. Because right now, I mean, it looks awesome, and let's just say that this is it, and you have diamonds on the other side, and the player just goes in and boom, goes trapped, you know. But what happens if there are blocks right besides where the door has to be placed? Doesn't matter how many times you switch, how many times you try to build this. Whoops, hold on. There we go. The black dots that I was talking about, they're always going to be attached to any block that can be on the way, because like any door, it the screws that just keep the door in place are always screwed, to say the least, into a wall or something. So the moment that you have a wall, the door automatically is going to be attaching itself to it. So just place a wall first. That way, facing obviously the right direction, but place a wall first and then place a wall. And that way, the contraption is going to be working. So just don't forget that tiny detail here. But that's pretty much it. So like I said, it's pretty basic. It's probably not going to do much. Hey Cyber, welcome to the stream. It's probably not going to do much to, experienced players or anything. But nonetheless, it can also help you maybe trap mobs, for example, if you manage to find a way that you can go in and the mob just follows you and then ends up trapped inside, you know, the iron door trap, that is also a good idea. So this is pretty much, like I said, the oldest trick in the book. Okay, so give me just one moment because I ran out of water and actually my throat is a little bit dry, so I won't take long, but I'm gonna refill because I'm going a little bit coffee right now. I wonder, Cataclysm, should I go get a beer? Just kidding. Gonna go get some more chlorophyll water. I'll be back in a few. The time is now what I mean without your air. I'm back, guys. Thank you for waiting. I got some water and a little bit of honey. And that actually feels a lot better. Alright, my day has been decent, thank you, Cyber. How about you? How has your day been? By the way, please guys, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and if you can do me the favor of following me on Instagram, I'm really gonna be happy because, as you all know, I'm first and foremost a DJ and producer of hardstyle and EDM. So I left my Instagram in the description below so you can give me a follow. I post daily content and I do live streams, and I'm about to release some new music, so stay tuned for that. Alright, so let's just head into the next contraption. Alright. So let's just head into the next contraption. Okay, so this is one of the newest tricks in the book. So this is a working rope. So pretty much, I mean, as it looks, it's just a rope, but I can just simply go up and climb the rope up. So, I mean, when have you ever seen a working rope on Minecraft? That's because there are none, sorry. But this is really awesome because you actually make it work. And as you can notice, it has the regular funny bubbly stream of you know, of like oxygen, I would call it, or whatever the particles are called, you know, when you make a water elevation. But the difference is that, as you can see, there is no water on this elevator, so this is what just makes it look completely off, you know, every rule in Minecraft. So let me just show you how you can build this in your own world. So we will need a boat. Any kind of boat works. Right now I'm using a birch boat, but doesn't matter. You need leads. You need any kind of building block to make the structure, you know, on the outside. You need soul sand, you know, to make the stream go up. You need water, of course. You need pistons. You need a block of redstone, and you need dispensers. Now, the block of redstone is not necessarily needed, but what you do need is what you actually do need is any kind of redstone activator, whether it's a lever, whether it's a redstone torch. My personal favorite is the block of redstone, but that is just literally up to you. So first things first, we're going to be building the wall into which we're going to be having this redstone, this stream of particles that's going to go up. So let's just say we're going to be building it yay high. And we're also going to be needing some fences. So we're going to be placing a fence right on the top. So let's just say we decide to do it like this. I'm going to go one block on the side less so that we can actually make this work. Alright, so this is pretty much the first structure here. Now we need to dig our way down. So first thing, we're going to be placing our birch boat. As we all know, you can lead a boat, and then we're just simply going to attach this into the into the fence on the top. Now just make sure that your boat is not on the top, so if anything, just let it fall. Let me just get this boat to fall. There we go. It should be just floating like that. That's completely and totally normal. What we're going to be doing now is we're going to be using the famous EY Stream double piston system, or even triple or 4 times piston system, but we're just going to be building down, 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 and down. Alright, and we need a block to push this, which is going to be, you know, this. So let's just make sure that the boat is in the right position. If it isn't, you know, just push it until it goes where it has to go. If by any chance it seems not to be working, then just simply destroy it and place a new one. So let's just lead these again. And find... Come on, come on. Well, there's our boat, but it just simply won't attach. There we go. Alright, so next thing we have to do is push this boat down. So let's just try and sit on it. Maybe that'll make it easier, because this part is probably the less easy part to build, if you want to say so, because the boat sometimes just floats around. If anything, you can just try and build a little bit of a wall on the sides to, you know, make the process easier if you have the extra materials to do so. So let's just you know, try once more. Here we go. So we leash the boat again, and we do this, and alright, let's just see if it finally allows us to put it down. So we're gonna be pushing each piston down, so just don't forget to use your redstone activator to push all the pistons down. So this first one worked. The second one is working, and we need one more on the top, so let's do this. Placing blocks down, like I said earlier, is not the easiest thing in Minecraft, but it's always doable. Here we go. Alright, so come on, push this down. There we go. Yeah, like, oh my god, really? Like I said, it's not that easy. Let me just do this again. One last time. Alright, so what we're gonna do here is just dig one more so that the boat stays a little bit more steady. probably because the lead attachment is a little bit high, is why it's not working that easily, but because the other wall that I built was a little bit lower, so that might be the why. So let's just push this little boat into the side and push it down. Yeah, that's totally salty. You're right. But no matter, we can make this work. So all we need is to place another piston on the side here. So as long as the boat allows us to. Because like I said, it's not that easy, but it's totally doable. So let's just, oh, there we go. All right, so just board the boat all the way down. That should do the trick. There we go. Now just push this down. Now just, place your soul sand. There we go. And we can just simply, build around the soul sand. There we go. And the boat is pretty much gonna be all the way there. Now, as you can see, the lead looks a little bit funny. So there is one easy way to fix that, and that is by using slabs. So let's just get some slabs in here. And we're simply gonna be placing slabs, and that just fixes the problem. So we pretty much have the lead already working. So now what we need is to make sure that this system works. So first things first, we're gonna be filling that was not intentional. We're gonna be filling this little layer in the middle all the way to the top with dispensers. So just make sure that they're facing all the way inwards. So here we go. One. Remember, if you want them to face the right way, crouch. Sorry, my phone's a little bit like crouch, jump, and place. There we go. Crouch, jump, and there we go. So just keep placing dispensers looking inwards, and then you have to fill all of those dispensers up with buckets. So just make sure each dispenser has a bucket. So there's one, there's two, three. Doesn't matter the amount of buckets, just make sure that all the dispensers have at least one. There's four. Let me count well. 1, 2, 3, 4. This should be 5, 6, and 7 all the way to the top. All right, and now all we need is to place, water all the way to the top. So maybe what you can do is, I don't know, just fill this all the way up with any kind of block that you have, so you have somewhere to, rely on when you place the water. So just pretty much make sure that you're crouching and, use any block as scaffolding until you see that the stream of water is fully and completely working. Let's just destroy this. So just destroy the block that you are using as scaffolding. There we go. And last but not least, activate all of your dispensers by placing redstone blocks behind each of them. So, just crouch and start placing. crouch, and crouch. There we go. And this should be working. Now the biggest question is, why is it not working right now? Let's just try and see why isn't it working. Oh, I think I see the problem. Okay, let me fix this problem, and I think I see why. So make sure again that all your dispensers have, you know, empty buckets of water, and I see the problem now, and I'm gonna explain why in a moment. So let me just make sure that all of them have one, and I see where I messed up. And good actually that this happened right now in the stream, because you can actually also, you know, if you have this problem, just make sure that you don't, because it could happen to any of you. So alright, here goes what happened. So pretty much all we need is to make sure that all of these, you know, that the water stream actually works. Funny as it is, but another way to make sure that this is filled with water is by using kelp. So, you know, just grow kelp all the way from the bottom. If you can use some sand, for example, and when it grows all the way to the top, it actually becomes, you know, here we go. Alright, so the stream of water is actually working right now, and let me just explain why this didn't happen. So funny as it is, like I was saying, if we start if we start placing the redstone contraption thingy, the redstone blocks in the wrong order, and we break from the bottom to the top, then the stream of water is just gonna flow from the top, and it's just gonna ruin the entire, you know, thing. So just make sure that you activate this from the top, and as you can see, it should be working. And I don't understand why it isn't working. If I don't manage to make it work right now, then I think I'll have to explain in another video. I'll be sure to make it work and show you guys how, because I did it work, I mean, for the showcase one, so something just isn't, you know. Let me see if I did anything different in here. No, it pretty much is the same. Yeah, the struggle is totally and completely real, because I don't happen to see. I think I know where I might have messed up, and if it truly is that simple, then I think just Minecraft logic has no, you know, no limits. So I'm gonna try and unleash the boat again if I manage to. Alright, so I'm gonna try and unleash, you know, this again. No, I don't want to board it. Hold on. I just want to unleash the boat for some reason. I can't, so let me just guess that alright, so let's see if this is enough to allow me to leash the boat. No, goodness. Alright, so let's see if I can leash it by doing this. Yep. No. I don't see why I cannot leash the boat right now. Apparently it still is leashed. I see why. Alright. So let me just place this block again. Grab the lead. Because apparently it still is leashed. Okay, I'm lost. I'm totally and completely lost. I have no idea why this is happening. Let me just completely drain everything that I just did. And I'm gonna try once more, and if I manage to, I'll just tell you exactly what I did. Because I don't know what I'm doing right now, so... And the sponges should be working, but... I don't know. Alright, so... Let's try this once again. Let's just get rid of all this soul sand scaffolding that I try to build for no reasons. So... Alright, here we go once again. So... The boat is still leashed. So I might just have to get rid of that one and place a new one. And, you know, just leash it. I don't see why now it won't allow me to leash it. Alright, so I have my lead with me and... Come on, now what? Apparently I cannot leash it while there is a block on top. So as long as the boat cannot move freely, you cannot leash it. Great. So let's just, whoops. Do this again. You know. So let's just hope that the boat stays in the right position, because the boat just doesn't make it easy. So once again, I'm gonna leash it. Yeah, I know. I'm just starting to lose my patience at this point. Alright, here we go. So now let's just grab again our pistons. The soul sand. And, you know. There we go, once again. No! Oh my goodness, really? Now the leash broke. Now that is something. Alright, so let's pour this once again. Let's just place our piston. Once again. Let's just finish this. If we manage to. Alright, here we go. Let's just make sure that we do not touch the boat whatsoever. Alright, here it goes, I think. Alright, so we have it working once more. So let's just try this once again now that we moved, you know, the thing a little bit further. So all we need to do is fill these with water all the way to the top. And then just activate once again all of the dispensers. And it didn't work. Okay, I give up on this one. I'll try and teach you once again how to do it once I figure out how to do it, because there's clearly something that I'm doing wrong in here and I cannot manage to figure out what it is. So I promise I'll tell you all how to fix this problem when I figure out how to. So, you know, meanwhile, let's just do something different. So yeah, because I really don't understand what am I doing wrong, and it's clearly something, but I can just try various different ways, and apparently I'm just gonna mess up. So I'll do one more try, but I feel like there's something I'm clearly doing wrong here. So now there is a glitching block of water on the top. That is not supposed to happen. Alright, let's just give up on this one for now, you know. We'll just do this for the moment, so we stop the water from just messing us up right now. Alright, so I'll figure it out later and I'll let you know how. And I'm really sorry guys, because this was one of the hacks that I really wanted to show you, but clearly I did something wrong and I don't remember what. So, alright, so anyways, now last but not least, give me just one moment to clear my inventory. Last but not least, we have the newest edition of the game, which is the drip leaves and how they handle themselves with redstone. So pretty much we have the drip leaves that we all know to this day now, where you simply just step on it, and after you step on it, it just bends and pushes you downwards. If there were to be, I don't know, lava or something on the bottom, you would be falling to it. So we pretty much know how the drip lifts work. You have to just, you know, go fast and finish the entire circuit before you... Yeah, I know, I'm really sorry. I actually really feel embarrassed with you guys, because this shouldn't be happening. I should be 100% fully prepared, and I kind of was, but something went off. So I promise I'll make a video just for you guys, which I normally don't do. I usually don't just upload videos, but I'll do one just for you guys. So we all know that pretty much on drip leaves, all we have to do is just, you know, go fast in whatever it is the path of the drip leaves is, and finish the curse so we don't fall down. And actually they are a really good defense against mobs, because they follow you and they tend to fall down. So oh, thank you. But what happens with redstone? Funny as it is, if you add a redstone input into drip leaves, they don't fall anymore. So this can actually have various different ways of using it for, you know, secret bases and stuff. So I'm just simply gonna run again into this circuit in here, and as soon as I finish it and all the drip leaves are completely bent down, I'm gonna activate this little redstone contraption here, and you're gonna notice how all the leaves automatically just, you know, bend straight forward again. So let's just, let me just do this in the, you know, I was a little bit of floating, so here we go. All right, and let's go, jump, 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 jump. They are all bent down, and when I do this, boom, they completely just go straight forward. And what happens now if I just walk on top of them? If I decide to stay here, if I decide to go back and forward, and they're not gonna be bending. But as soon as I turn the system off, it bends, and boom. So this is actually really cool, because now you can control drip leaves to your very own taste and create different contraptions. You can even maybe make, you know, if you want to make a secret entrance to a base, then maybe use a redstone clock that's connected to the drip leaves. So sometimes it's gonna stay well, and sometimes it's gonna be bendy. So if you actually know how to work out, you know, your parkour course or something to your secret base, then you won't fall, but anybody else that follows you, tries to go in, they're gonna fall, because only you know how to, I don't know, parkour around that clock method drip leaf. Then that can protect your diamonds, for example. And if you want to do, I don't know, one of those secret ideas where you cover all of the redstone, you know, behind some blocks or something, and then we get a painting. I'm just using one of the oldest tricks in the book, and we use some pressure plates, maybe one that isn't that much looky, and we use a fishing rod, for example, or any other, you know, item for whatever matter it is. And let's just destroy this. Instead, place a pressure plate. Then when I walk on top of it, it's gonna do the very same ideal, but now we're gonna be hiding that pressure plate right behind a painting. So how do we do this? We simply just put a block here, and maybe more blocks on the top. We put a painting. Let's just find the right one, maybe even a bigger one, so, you know. Let's see if we can get the right one. Okay, let's just say we decide to go for that one. Then just break the block where you want to place. It doesn't always work the first time that you do it, so sometimes you have to try a couple of times for it to work. But, you know, no matter, just keep trying. Oh, there it was, and I missed it. Okay, let's say we decide to go with the angel there. And once again, we're gonna break this. And if it's not working, don't worry about it. Just, you know, move the painting settings maybe one block higher. I don't know, there's a lot of ways in which you can tweak this idea, but right now, just make sure that, you know, the painting is standing. Oh, here we go. The angel, and then just, you know, break that one block that you need the redstone to go into, and place a pressure plate. And I don't know. Maybe just, you know, you can even go higher. Or, for example, you can just simply do this little easy contraption here where you put this, then you place some, you know, signs here. There we go. So this tricks the game into thinking that there actually is a block there when there isn't. So you can just simply now put the painting of your liking, for example. So you do this, and you're hiding all of your redstone contraption, you know, right behind that. So maybe you want to do this so it's barely even seeable, you know. Say, for example, that, and this is, I don't know, maybe the main entrance to your secret base. So we have this here, and anybody else that wants to go into your secret base, they're like, oh, typical secret base, typical secret entrance. So they just do this, but if you add something on the bottom, then they're just simply gonna fall if they don't know how to do this in the right way. But you know how to do this, so you fish through your painting without breaking it, of course. So just be careful about it. But yeah, make sure you fish without, you know, breaking it, or maybe even throw some objects. You know, for example, I'm gonna be throwing this tropical fish. So it should be pressing the pressure plate. If you didn't do it the right way, then just try once more. So for example, here it goes again. I'm gonna be sending some, just make sure that you're facing the right direction, and just, you know, throw the right blocks. And I almost hit it. So it's, you know, all about knowing how to do things. So for example, I just send this and make sure that they fall on top of your pressure plate. And for some reason it isn't working. I think that maybe my game is glitching right now, because you know how it has been, you know, working a little bit laggy, because the items are actually hitting the pressure plate, but it doesn't seem to be activated by, yeah. The game is lagging a little, so right now I cannot show you how this works, because the items are actually supposed to just, you know, stand on top of the pressure plate and activate this. But the game is not detecting this, so it might be a bug or something with the game. Probably the same reason why the working rope didn't work. But anyways, let's, yeah, because it should be detecting the, you know, the pressure of the item. And in this case, as you can see, I'm even fishing on top of this, and it's not working, and it usually does. So yeah, it's a bit of a lag, and I would have to restart my game right now, but I have about 10 minutes to finish this stream, so I'm not gonna restart it. But you know, let's just say that it's actually working, and you fish through your painting, or you throw some items that actually almost all players know that it's completely doable. You know, just throwing something through a painting, that it goes the other way around and it activates any kind of redstone circuit, and that way you can actually just you know, go through your drip lift system. So that's how you can make this work if your game is not lagging like mine. But that's pretty much it for today's tricks and tricks. So I have about 10 minutes before I finish my stream, and I'm gonna be just giving a little bit of a small tour that was Potato's idea, I think, but he isn't back, sadly. I'm just gonna be giving you a bit of a small tour around my fun world, so you know all the things that I have and the new things that I may have added. Most of you, if you have played with me, you know all the latest, but if you only keep track to my streams, then probably you haven't seen the newest additions to this fun world, so gonna be showing you. So yeah, so give me just 1 second, please. Because actually I was sitting somewhere you shouldn't be seeing. So let me just get a little bit away from that area, because... Alright, so here we are. Let's just turn the shield mode off now. If you guys play with me, then if you're interested in finding where I'm creating this little enchanting place, then good luck in finding it. Alright, so this is pretty much my fun world. The first thing that you find in here is this creepy little thing with a zombie villager that's hanging all the way upside down, about to be hanged or already being hanged into lava. The way that I did, the way that I did this is I just simply made the entire contraption. I also added some barriers, so let me just show you where the barriers are. Let me just get an ender chest, because barriers you can only get it through creative mode in with a command, but right now I'm just simply gonna get them through my chest. So as you can see, I have some barriers so the villager cannot escape. So that's pretty much it. And then I named the villager Dinnerbone. And when you name any kind of mob as Dinnerbone, they turn upside down. So that's how I created this really creepy contraption. So number 2 in here, we have these little houses. All of these are for the friends that play with me in this world. So right now in here we have what I call the Apocalypse theme house, because this one doesn't have an owner yet, so it is still to be, you know, gifted to somebody, and it just pretty much shows this tiny base that's all like apocalyptic themed, so it's mossy and, you know, reminds you of zombie. So that's pretty much it for that one. Oh, it's raining. Alright, so this one is Potato's house. He recently just started playing, so I already had this base, but I kind of made it a little bit more into his liking, because this was a little bit bloody and it had different styles. So right now we have a purple kind of base, and actually one of the newest things that I found in this game that is really fun is that you can place these sea lanterns and then upside down some of the new emeralds, and they look really, really stylish. So these new kind of lanterns are just in, and I just found them by tweaking with different you know, blocks, but they actually do look really nice. One of the newest additions that almost all, not always, sorry, that all of the bases houses, that includes yours, Joe, you have now a growing garden, so you can now have, you know, food forever, so that's actually really cool. So there's that now. Yep, you have a garden too, and I'm about to show it. So, I mean, there's the Potato's house. Now over here we have Logan's house. He hasn't played in a long time with us, but still this house is his. So we have a jail theme, which means pretty much it's all bedrock, and it looks like, you know, like you're trapped inside a jail and everything. And the way to access the bed, which is actually behind bars, is like, you know, any typical jail person that breaks a prison breaker. Well, you know, they make a tunnel below their beds, there, you know, below the bunker, so why not? And he wrote nothing, he just placed that in there. Oh, that would have actually been a really fun idea, but no, everybody has carrots. Yeah, I may switch to papas for you, Joe, but everybody has the standard carrots, but actually that is a great idea, so yeah, I'll switch you. But this is pretty much Logan's house then. And now if we showcase, this one is Joe's house, so let's just show. He chose the black and white themed one, so this house is black and white, and he has a very nice bathtub, fancy as it is, and he has carrots that we right now are gonna be switching into potatoes per his liking. So wow, come on, potatoes. Alright, so, you know, I'm just gonna leave one carrot there in case you want to plant more carrots in some other moment, but there you have it. Now we have potatoes in there, so that's just per his liking. And as all of the suites, they have the standard armor stand and a double bed. And apparently Joe mined enough to get himself 9 diamonds, so that's just really cool. Joe the miner. Just kidding. So that's Joe's house that we are showcasing here. And last but not least is my house, which you already saw because I was somewhere there before. So I teleport into my house using that little square in there. And I teleport right here where we have a little pool. We have this nice ice contraption that just simply showcases the blocks of ice. I saw it somewhere on Pinterest and I liked it. So with a trident that's just enchanted and eternally there. Let's just go inside. We have a little living room. This block looks a little bit out of place, but it's actually there because it's holding somewhere on the top, so I cannot move it. We have a little bit of a fish tank in the bottom. We have here a working kitchen, so in here we can just, you know, keep any kind of food. So it is actually a working kitchen. What did you say? Oh, yeah, you're rich. You're totally rich. So let's just go to the top. We have this little rooftop in here where you can actually enjoy one of the best things that you can see in Minecraft, which is a rain on the very top of the mountain, which turns into snow and in the midnight. So let's just turn this into full midnight so you can see how cozy it looks. No, I don't want sunrise. Hold on. Alright, here we go. It's supposed to be switching. There we go. And with a nice cozy fireplace. This beautiful snowy moment and midnight is actually one of the coziest things you can enjoy in Minecraft. Put some jazz music and that's perfect. So there's that. Now we have the master bedroom in here, which also has these encrusted tridents that are actually armor stands holding them, but you cannot see them because they went invisible. We have a bed here with a little bit of a contraption. Thank you. And please let me know when you're streaming. Send me a line message, please. Alright, so this bed has a little bit of something special because we can just retract this crafting table. And we can just simply ride the bed and we can be, thank you, and we can be inside the bed sheets. So this actually makes us look, and I'm going to be switching into a different view mode so you can see what this looks like, because it's actually something very interesting. Yep. As you can see, I'm actually cozy inside my, you know, inside my bed sheets. So that is really, really cozy. And it also works as a working bed because you cannot sleep while you're obviously inside the bed sheets because that's not how the game works. But if you simply just jump on top and then sleep, then you simply sleep the night as usual. So it works as both of them. I can teach you later how to build one of these beds in a future stream. And of course we have here on top the little bedroom, so the little doggy room. So we have 5 different dogs. We have Cookie Crisp, Snowball, Marshmallow, Lime, and the newest addition, which is Carrot here. Now Carrot was a bit of an unplanned accident because I wanted to make my dogs happy, so I kind of wanted to feed them one at a time so they wouldn't breed, but accidentally when I fed one, the other one's hearts hadn't fully disappeared and they bred. And well, here's the really cute puppy offspring from that tiny accident, so I wasn't just gonna leave him as a stray dog, so welcome to the family, Carrot. So that's it. So let me just, the trickiest thing is going down into a stair when there is a trapdoor. Yeah, I've never understood why, but it's kind of tricky. Alright, so this is pretty much my house. And the way to go down... Yeah, right! Tame dogs don't attack. I have here the entrance to my very own personal mine. And there is a little bit of a redstone contraption here for something else, but I have pretty much the entrance to my very own personal mine, which is kinda awesome. So let me just get some bedrock and fix that, because it doesn't really look appealing, I would say. Yeah, but dogs don't attack yet. The only thing that attacks are wolves. That it's pretty much the same thing, but the difference is that wolves are not tamed and dogs are. So a wolf could have attacked you, but my dogs are trained and tamed, so they won't. So the way out of this is just simply jumping inside when the door is open, which is a little bit tricky. But, you know, I step there and I get teleported back into the main house. So one of the newest additions to this, you know, is that the roller coaster no longer has any kind of redstone torches, so it looks different. We also have in here the Labyrinth that you all know, that has a repetitive barrier on top of it, so it's non-destroyable by obviously survival players and not even creative players, because it just replaces itself over and over. So there's that. We have the public pool, the shooting range that you guys are already familiar with. We have in here this new attraction that is under construction, as you can see here. So this is going to be a new coaster. I'm not going to be telling you what's the theme on it, but the newest addition in here that we have is this Panda Enclosure. Now, it doesn't have pandas yet because they're being imported from China, so no, actually we're just missing to add the pandas in here. So credits to Music Man Joe, because actually he built this. I helped a little, but I gave him the full creative mode to build this beautiful Panda Enclosure, so props to him because he did a really nice job in this one. So we have in here all of this beautiful contraption for where the pandas arrive. And before I end my stream, which is going to be shortly, sadly in about a few minutes, I'm just going to be showcasing... What should I showcase before I end my stream? The pandas know Kung Fu. I like that. Oh, I'll show you the beacon tower. Alright, so I will be making more contraptions on this side, and I may call this part the Maryland, but until then, that is not fully decided yet. But we have in here the beacon tower, because first things first, you find here a little bit of a lift that no idea where it goes to, or maybe I do, but I don't know saying. You go all the way to the top and you still keep going top, and you keep going and there is nothing there, and you go down and you go down and you go down and down and down and down, and there is nothing there either. So that's just pretty much a round trip all the way to the top and down. But if you do all these stairs that go all the way around, and I'm just gonna float to the top, but in survival mode you just simply go all the way to the top, then you find yourself to the beacon tower. So there's a beacon all the way here, so, and then you can just simply take the very same stairs, and you know, right here we have a bit of a balcony for, you know, just taking a sight or something. And this beacon tower is pretty much between a troll and actually something really cool, so it's a mixture of both. Alright, so I'm gonna be finishing my stream right here in the beacon tower, so thank you all for joining. Like I said, I promise I'm gonna be making a video on the newest Minecraft on the working rope that apparently between the lag and I don't know what else I couldn't help make it work, but it does work. So I'll do a video on that later. Thank you all for joining, and before I leave, we are gonna be rating Joe, so please, Potato, if you can do me the really amazing favor of sending in the chat the link for Joe's stream, I'll really appreciate it. Hold on, never mind, I can actually do it myself, so let me just turn the shield off so that I can go inside YouTube and I don't get copyrighted for whatever it is that I find while I'm scrolling to find, the videos. So give me just no, don't worry, I'll do it, but thank you so much. But I can do it, so let me just find Music Man Joe. So here he is. So let me just, I'm gonna be sending the link to Music Man Joe. He's streaming Minecraft, and we're gonna be using the Cypher raid hashtag just like I'm showcasing right now. So please make sure we go and raid him and give him a like, because he actually uploads really amazing content. He's also a music producer, so let's just follow and let's just help all of these people like me and Joe and Vanny and everybody that has a dream and is trying to accomplish it. So let's just give some love to Music Man Joe's stream. And thank you all so much for joining. Please have fun, have an amazing weekend, and I'll see you next Thursday for another Minecraft stream. And stay tuned to my Instagram, because I'm gonna be posting new music very soon. Thank you all and have an amazing day. Ta-da!